everybody, welcome back to Rise Camera Action. I'm your host as always, Jeff Gadet. Once again, I'm joined with one of my model actress friends in South Korea. Please introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Elle. So Elle is also fine,
Yeah.
but everyone knows me as Elle.
Yeah.
It's a German name, so my real name is Elisabeth Vo.
Yes. Just so many aliases. Okay, and tell everybody what you're doing in South Korea.
So I'm now here for 1.5 years.
Yeah.
Almost.
Yeah.
And I started coming here as a model.
Okay.
But actually, it kind of shifted.
Okay.
Like, beginning of this year, I started with bodybuilding, and now
Oh.
I'm really into that, I would say.
Oh, I had a fitness model bodybuilder like episode 2 or 3, Daniel, from Russia. Yeah.
Ah.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
That's what I'm doing these days.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I've known Ellie now maybe a year or so. And then recently there was a Kickstarter for this online app for a fitness. It was like a fitness trainer, and I was hired as the out of shape model for the Kickstarter. And then I was actually they showed me the sample of the app that they had, and there she was doing all these yoga poses.
Yeah, this is the company I'm working now for more than a year.
Oh,
And
wow.
it's just, yeah, we are still shooting together, and I'm a trainer for the app, so I always produce new workouts and videos.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's really fun. So.
I thought it was only a one-time deal that they just said, okay, come in and for the full day and do all these stretches.
So that was last year, yes.
Yeah.
But from now on, all the other videos, it's like that I recorded by myself.
Mm-hmm.
And I can create my own workouts. And,
Oh, okay.
it works like that.
Okay. So, yeah, so let's go back to, when you first came. So it's been 1.5 years. And what brought you to South Korea?
Oh, so actually I was in South Korea in 2019
Okay.
as an exchange student.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I was already, when I was leaving, I knew I want to come back because I liked it so much.
Yeah.
And when I was a student, me was offered like model jobs.
Yeah.
And agencies wanted to work with me.
Yeah.
So I said to myself, okay, I'm gonna finish my studies because it's important to me.
Yeah.
And then COVID happened.
Oh, yeah.
And it took me a while to come back. So last year I was like, okay, now I need to go. I need to go, and came back, started with the contract with Model Agency.
Okay, yeah. I think also we work for the same agency as well, don't we? Yeah. Thank you, Alex, for sponsoring us. Thanks for seeing both Ellie and I. We'll try to do you proud. Yeah, that's actually where we first met, actually, on a commercial for a language app.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. That was fun. You were the officer.
Yeah, I was the officer. I just had to make a scowl, like, and then and then you were the background. You were just like walking maybe 30 meters in the background just to make it look like a real gas station. No, I wasn't. But how are you? From that time, I think we've done some background extra work, but have there been any other interesting projects?
So that is the thing. Besides the background stuff, I was more into fitness modeling. For example, this app, this company I was modeling for.
Yep.
And yeah, actually, I was also not for film projects, but at how do you say that? It's like conventions for sports.
Okay, like expos and all,
Stuff.
and events, you know.
We were pretty good doing some exercises and stuff.
Yeah, I think I saw on your Instagram you won some fitness awards over the summer, didn't you?
So that is the bodybuilding I started this year. So I was really concentrating on that and stopped with. I didn't stop, but I kind of pushed the commercial shoots away because I was so focused on going on stage.
Yeah.
This is my entertainment area, I would say.
Yeah. Like I always talk about like, you know, if you want to like be special, you have to do something special in South Korea. There's a lot of people in the industry, the field, like the foreigners, and they're all just kind of like cookie cutters. They look similar. You have to have like a special trait or a special look. Like for me, it's the bald, chubby beard.
Yes. So that is the thing. When I came here last year, I realized already there are so many girls my age, kind of similar look, but especially for fashion industry, they're taller, they're more skinny, and I realized, okay, I don't really fit into that.
Okay.
And that is also fine for me. And I enjoyed working out so much, so I was just like pushing myself into this, into the fitness one. And at some point, I became too extreme.
Like too big?
Yeah, I gained too much muscles that even some sports brands were like, oh, it's not really what we want to sell.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, that's the interesting thing. Once I was spontaneously called for a shooting. Can you please come over because the girl we have here, she cannot do the exercises. It was for... what was it actually? It was also a kind of app, or it was an app and a television program where you can work out with the person in the TV.
Oh, like Peloton, like, you know, the Peloton bike where they have like it's actually, it hooks up to the internet, but they have a TV in front of it.
No.
So it's a coach. Okay, it's not like a live streaming coach exercise.
Live. It was really just you're demoing the exercises the person at home has to do the same. So they were calling me, oh yeah, this girl cannot do the exercises, can you please come? I was like at the set, I actually have an idea how this girl looked like. I guess really slim, but no strength at all, but we had to do like push-ups and whatever, pull-ups and stuff. Of course she cannot do it. She's just slim. And
she lied on her resume, or like her com card. Oh yeah, fitness, exercise.
But if you have seen some sports brands, the girls are just that's the image here. If you're sporty, you're just slim.
But you're slender. Yeah, you look nice in like yoga pants and a top. But yeah, it's very slender.
Yeah, for me, I feel a bit sad about it because it's not reality. Of course, you can go on the treadmill all day and you look slim and slender, but it's not always connected to a healthy lifestyle.
Yeah.
But that's what they're booking, like these kind of models they're booking.
Okay,
it's just okay, but it's just not me.
Right. Well, I do know like some men that have very muscular bodies, and they do feel like the fitness, and they do a lot of underwear shoots. But now even when I talk to them, they're actually worried now that they're getting too big, because this is Asia and it's supposed to be very slender, very thin kind of thing, like body type. And to show off the underwear, but they have thick shoulders and a six-pack and a broad chest, and that is not really the market that that the Korean brands. So sometimes they actually get it because they want to advertise. The Korean brand wants to advertise overseas, and that's more their style. That's more acceptable overseas, but like domestically, it's not.
I think for men it's shifting these days because the trend is more being bigger and bigger. Many Koreans are working out these days. So for men becoming bigger is more, it's coming, I would say. But I know what you mean. It was like...
Well, it's all like, even though they're getting bigger, it still they're able to find work too, as just like movie extras, CIA or police or soldiers, but it's probably not for you. Would it be?
Really, that is the hard thing, because I know many male fitness models here. They have a lot of jobs and they're doing good. Yeah. But for women, I would say still. Also, my friends in the same industry, it's like...
Well, it's
not really that much yet, but I think it's also...
it's possible. Like you have to, just not also like physically train, like not just, bulking up muscle and protein, but also I think maybe if you did if these people like you, females that are very athletic, did like also the action training, maybe you could be the one single the one single like female agent that can compete with the boys.
Right. I was actually thinking about trying out something like this.
Yeah.
I have no experience at all. That's hard for me, but I need to.
It's hard to also find the information. Everyone doesn't want to share it.
Okay.
Do you feel that way?
Often, yes. And I was also listening to other podcasts where you talked about that.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Especially modeling just is also quite hard. Sometimes what I think is more easy about acting.
Yeah.
Especially acting.
Yeah.
People are not really talking about it a lot.
It exists, but it's it's not it's more just I see postings like, hey, can you do this or that? Mm-hmm. But because I don't fall into that whole like tall like physical guy, I don't really see a lot of those. I just see the mass advertisements. But there were. I'm going to be losing weight because I hate being fat right now. Anyways,
you can work out with this app.
I got to contact them and figure out how I could get a 3-month free trial for it.
Yeah.
But I'm bulking up I'm chubbing up for Santa Claus, and it's just getting a little bit chubby is also like ruins my emotions, like my hormones are the things that make you feel good.
Yes.
I'm drawing a blank. Oh yeah, but anyway, yeah. So it feels almost depressing not being active. My endorphins are low. Yeah, and also I feel very sad when I go to sets too, and they give me my wardrobe, and it's like, and sometimes like it's not the first one that doesn't fit. I'm like, sorry, it's tight. I'm like, huh?
Yes, I got you.
Yeah.
So
I have thick legs. And they always give me they always just buy from Zara, which is always skinny jeans. Oh. So they barely go up to my thighs, and I have to be very sad.
But you really you have to stay like this for the center image. Okay. But this is a bad thing about being.
Well, yeah. But I'm curbing. I'm adjusting my eating habits anyway. So actually, this last week I've probably lost about 1.5 kilos.
I mean.
Yeah.
That's it. Losing weight is mostly done in the kitchen. So.
Yeah.
And a lot of cardio.
Yeah, but okay, let's go like so were you actually like into fitness before you came to Korea, or it is something that you picked up while you're here?
So actually before I came here, I was going to the gym 3 times a week.
Okay.
So just normal, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
I was interested, I liked it, but before coming here, I was talking with my mom about it.
Mm-hmm.
I was even thinking of stopping going to the gym.
Okay.
I actually don't know why I was thinking about it.
Yeah.
But when I got here, I was here for 1 week without working out. I felt so horrible. But
okay, yeah.
I just immediately got a membership.
Mm-hmm.
And it was super pricey here.
Okay.
Compared to back home.
Okay.
And that kept me motivating going very often. So I started going like 5 times a week.
Mm-hmm.
And also in the beginning, I really had a lot of time, and I was kind of under pressure, losing weight for the modeling and stuff. Mm-hmm. So I was active before, but here I really got into it even more and more. But then I realized just becoming slim is not really working out for me because my shape is kind of... I can gain muscles, and I enjoyed seeing that I can gain muscles.
Yeah. Your genetics are more for muscular, like a healthy, like physical body type, not just the rail thin. I eat half a cup of rice every day.
Exactly, as you just said, you have big legs. For me, it was always like that. I knew I would never have these fashion model thin legs. So I was thinking, okay, if I cannot do it anyways, just to try to make the best out of your body.
Right.
And that's why I got more and more into the fitness shape.
Okay.
And I enjoyed it. That's
Yeah.
why I was like, okay, I keep going with this.
Mm-hmm.
And when I started with bodybuilding this year, which was super random too,
Mm-hmm.
but I figured that I'm really good at it.
Mm-hmm.
Even this year I started, and I actually already got my pro title, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm one of the top athletes in
So,
here.
so pro, like you have your pro card, so you can go to like what the Miss Universe competition, if
It's like I can
in
now
in
attend.
America or something like that.
I could go to America,
Mm-hmm.
but for me still that's so far away.
Yeah, right.
Because I just started. I got my pro card, which was a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
But just personally, I need more experience.
Right.
More.
Yeah,
So.
that's a big ocean you have to jump into.
Right.
Yeah, yeah, it's best maybe taking your time here just to develop before you take this big leap.
Yeah, exactly. But honestly, when I came here,
Mm-hmm.
I really want to do different kind of shootings.
Okay.
I was always dreaming of doing this kind of wedding dress shootings and stuff. And that's what I really thought I can do, because even when I was here as a student, I was asked for something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But years passed by, and then I realized last year here in Korea, that's not my market anymore.
Oh, okay.
So I was really not expecting becoming a fitness model.
Okay. How about have you discovered, like, so what I noticed when I was going to, I was actually in shape before COVID.
Really?
You know, yeah.
I saw some photos, I guess.
So yeah, like for me, it was like in 2016 is like when I first started acting, and I did an English show called Mission English. And when I saw myself, I was on the TV, I was not very happy. It looked like I was wearing a fat suit.
Oh, okay.
So within a year, a year and maybe a half, I dropped 20 kilos, and I lost all this fat. And I was very comfortable with my body shape. And then I got very thin, and then I started putting on more muscle weight with the protein. And then I had like a bad breakup, and then I renewed my gym membership for a year, and then 2 months later, COVID closed all the gyms, and my gym said, "Oh, okay, we're going to be closed." And then when they were allowed to open, they said, "Oh, we're going to close for an additional month to renovate," and then they just didn't end up opening up again. So I lost a year's membership, which is like only like $500, but I also lost like I lost 2 pairs of like my training shoes, like a bunch of training clothes that I had in my locker there. So that really was sad for me. And then COVID, so I got fat again.
Yes.
But I want to go back to that thing. But but anyways, that's another story. But when I was going to the gym, I felt there was a lot of misinformation.
Yeah.
Especially like for females that were exercising, there would be women just doing 5 kilo like pull downs, and that was or they would just be exercising with the little pink little weights.
I have a 1 kilo one.
The 1 kilo ones, or even the green ones, and like it's basically the equivalent of this, just exercising with a bottle of water.
Right.
They were doing the motions, but they weren't doing the right exercises. And also,
did you see trainers teaching them to do?
Oh yeah, that's another thing. Like some of the trainers, the PTs, they were not qualified at all.
Right.
It was basically one of the guys that became at the end was a PT, was he was the front desk guy that had just done it for a year, and then he started doing that, and they were doing exercises incorrectly, letting people like do exercise, like go on the treadmill, like wearing flip-flops or Crocs. But also, and some girls, like even there were some girls that were like training for a bodybuilding competition, and a lot of the trainers were focusing on, because they were making the females do men targeted exercises, like focusing on their chest and their biceps and triceps, and not really on the glutes, and also just doing like they were instead, because there's like 2 aesthetics. There's the female and the male.
Yes, especially if they train for bikini show preparation.
Yeah.
cannot
But
do the same.
one of the things also, there was like when I started doing that, there's also like a lot of the women were scared of having protein.
I get that point.
Yeah, because it's like, oh, if I have lots of protein, I'll turn into a man. I'll turn into a man.
Actually, really, people think that.
Yeah.
It's, I'm not gonna lie, when I was introduced to the fitness lifestyle first years ago,
Yeah.
I was thinking the same. If I eat too much protein or like drinking protein shakes, but just because my environment just explained it wrong.
There's that's why I said like misinformation. Like protein's actually good, right?
It's the best you can do for your muscle growth, or not growth, even just maintenance.
Yeah.
So
yeah, like for a bikini, like for especially if you want, because these women are training to have a bikini body, and they're doing the man exercises, and they're not having the protein, and like women mostly focus on their legs and their butt, right, and their hips.
They should.
Yeah.
Because for the bikini, you want this hourglass shape, kind of, so shoulders and back is important, and then glutes. But I was not training chest at all.
Yep.
I just started 3 months ago with chest workout, so
okay.
I'm pretty new to that one, so I know all about it, but I just was not doing it at all.
Okay.
So, yeah, but for men, chest is the most important.
Yeah.
For trainers here, that they are not qualified for that, obviously.
Have you witnessed like any like people doing anything like incorrectly in the gym, or like having any incorrect thoughts like about exercising?
Like if I saw people like that?
Yeah, like do you have any experiences like?
Yes, at my old gym, I would say some PTs were really well educated, but the other ones are like, I don't know what you're teaching your clients there, and also some clients, which is funny because they were doing an exercise, for example, the pull down, for example.
Yeah.
I saw them doing it so incorrectly, and I was almost like, oh, should I tell him? Else he's going to hurt himself. But then I was doing the same exercise, and he was with some friends, and they were judging me so much. Like, oh, what is she doing? Blah, blah, blah. Like, really, oh, this girl, she has no idea. And I'm a qualified and a certificated trainer, you know.
Okay, yeah.
I was just, oh man, I don't know how to think about it.
Yeah,
like,
they're judging you on your posture and like.
Right, exactly. And I was even thinking, telling them that they're doing it wrong, and they thought the opposite. So it's I don't know. I saw many things where I'm like, oh no, you are just not doing it correctly.
So the gym that you're at now, do you want to tell like do you want to say the name of it? Because it sounds like you're very it works very well.
The one I'm right now?
Yeah.
Oh, I cannot really tell yet.
Okay.
Because there are many trainers, and it's changing a lot. It's
okay. But just like the brand, but okay, yeah. But you're satisfied with it?
So when I'm going now, let's put it like that. It's a very cheap one. It's not to be very cheap.
Okay.
So what I don't like about it, it's kind of dirty there. So I might change it again. But I was happy because the equipment was really, how to say it, many different machines.
Various.
Yeah. That's why I started a membership there. But
so you could do like targeted muscles each day. There's not just 5 machines and 5 people. They're always being used. There's lots of them, so there's always something to do.
I actually chose this gym too because with my coach, where I'm also was working as a personal trainer. It's a 1-to-1 PT shop. And I didn't like working out there every day, just being by myself. So I was searching for a big gym where I have some people around me. I think I'm just a very social person.
Yeah, it's also like training with your friends or like other people with a similar mindset. It's like almost competition and
right. That's it. I actually don't really enjoy working out with someone together.
Yeah.
But just being surrounded by people working hard is a good feeling.
Yeah.
It's motivating.
Yeah. If you also just hear, someone going clang. clang.
Right.
Like that's a pace, like music too. Like you don't have to like on. Okay, someone's exercising at a good pace, then like, and I could just copy that pace, that rhythm that they have, and
Yeah, that's true. And for me, that sounds a bit weird, but I'm kind of strong, and I kind of also enjoy when people are watching me doing the exercises.
okay. Oh, really? You like the boys staring at you?
Yeah, most of them actually, man. I think they're really impressed by my strength, especially when we see Korean women doing exercise. And then I come, I'm kind of like beast. I don't know.
Yeah, they go up to the barbell like, oh, where's the 20 kilo? Where's the 20, like a dumbbell? And then there you are just, doing kickbacks.
Oh, man.
And they're like they get angry for a second. They're wow, like your technique is pretty good.
Actually, yes. So that's it about. But the trainers there, I cannot really tell yet because I don't see them that often. To be honest.
Okay.
But do you know that here in Korea you sometimes just do one weekend course and you become a qualified trainer?
I think it's that I'm pretty sure that exists. Yeah, and I've seen some people that's part of their credentials.
Yes, and I'm like, of course you cannot be a good PT. And
I think that it's built into like the culture. No offense, Koreans watching this. It's just like even for Taekwondo, it's just like for the kids just progress every 3 months. They get a new belt on Taekwondo.
Oh, really?
So like so if they go to the gym for a year and a half, they have a black belt, and then
you should start doing that.
Well, it's different for adults and all that stuff, but also like what English study too. If someone just like the English academies here, or like the adults just go to a study room and they cram just so they could get a certificate as quick as possible.
That reminds me, what do you think about Koreans driving the car?
Well, in Canada, abroad, there's the stereotype that Asians are bad drivers. When I first came to Korea, I've been in Korea for 16 years. And I was out in the countryside, and there would always be people like running red lights or like crashing. Yeah, and like a lot of the cars are even scratched up. And I see it like at least once a day while I'm walking. I see someone like hit a curb, and I just hear crunch as like they're.
Oh, no, yeah.
So I think it's also it might be that they're bad drivers, but it also might be the city design. Because everything's very small and tight together.
Also, just because also for getting the driver's license here, it's sometimes a week or even just 3 days.
Yeah, there's a course. Like I do stand up as well. You watched me a month ago. Like there's a joke I'm like on about like how like Korea is one of the most like religious, and like they love to pray, pray. And countries in the world, and I would pray too if I was in a country full of Asian drivers.
Okay. Yes. Yeah, maybe I should start praying, because I'm always riding the bike on the street.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so dangerous here.
Right.
That's why I also realized these people, they have no clue about the traffic rules.
Yeah, well, they have it's like spatial recognition. They don't have. They're not aware of the things around them too. So like even I had a little puppy too, and I was even scared to like walk him down the street because there would just be scooter delivery guys, and I was afraid that he might just get hit by a scooter. So in the end, I just ended up taking him back and giving him to my parents in Canada, where it is much safer and there's green everywhere.
I would not only be afraid of the scooters, just even the people watching their phone all the time.
Yeah.
It happened already twice that I really bumped into someone, like straight into someone. Because I was actually looking around. Sometimes you don't know this area, but this dude was looking at someone.
Yeah. So you're from Germany, obviously. So there's always like walk on the right. kind of my mentality. But yeah, there's always people walking on the wrong side of the road, the side.
Freaks me out.
Yeah. And then you have to do like the whole, like, do I go left or right? This happens a lot. And half the time people aren't even paying attention. I have to like yell at them, like, want to like pay attention or like walk on the right.
Exactly. Yeah. Same for me. Sometimes just walking here in Korea is like, I want to stay home. I just don't want to interfere with anyone.
Yeah. So like going back to acting, so now you are like in performing, do you think that you're stepping away from the whole modeling and acting thing?
So I definitely did this year, but I want to come back. I want to work more on my niche. So what I'm trying to do is now making brands aware of the fitness lifestyle, not of as a slender girl, just someone as me, because it's I don't know, I want to change a little mindset of people.
Oh, well, yeah, this is a very stubborn country, but I wish you luck. But so like so you want to go just like to change everyone's opinion, their view on like fitness, like the point of view or the
it would be great
the stereotype.
People see that having a healthy body doesn't mean a slim body.
So you just want to focus on the modeling though, right? Or do you want to do more acting or something like that?
So, as I said earlier, I would like to try acting more, but I cannot really tell if I can really do it, because I don't know if I'm good at it.
Well, what if you had to? What role would you apply for? What niche? Like, what character do you think that you would represent best in the screen?
So I think best. That's a funny thing. People, when they see me first, they think, oh, that's the cute girl with a soft voice and stuff. But in my inside, I feel sometimes like, oh no, I can do big things. I can do something powerful, and I think I really can.
Yeah.
So it's still hard to say right now what would fit me the best. So I would like to try also some explosive things.
So like if you put your hair up and you put some glasses on, you're like the female CEO, the bossy female CEO that doesn't take any trouble from anyone.
Could be. For some shootings, I was dressed like that, and it makes sense.
Yeah. The strong, independent, like control, like very controlling, also like because you're German, very meticulous and detailed foreign CEO.
Yes, definitely. Especially these days, I'm working as a coach for, it's a group of people.
Yep.
And I have to raise my voice a lot, and it's super fun. I love shouting at people, motivate them. So I can definitely think that's me.
Even submit that in your sample reel for acting, that you're actually coaching people. Because there are a lot. What I find is because the field is so competitive too. And just like the story you said, there was a girl that applied and got this fitness role, but she was too weak to do all these exercises. You have to actually show. You can't just say that. You have to show it.
Right. Exactly. That would be great. So what I want to do for next year is definitely more of not maybe just ab exercising, but would be great if there are some roles, like image roles, that are representing like not fashion brands only, but equipment, for example, or like fitness programs. That would be really nice.
You could also maybe even for model, you might fit into the foreign doctor too as well.
Foreign doctor?
Yeah, because I have my friend, right now he was always cast as the father, but the last couple months too, there's been a lot of medical equipment and vitamins that he's been cast as the main model just to give speeches about the devices too.
Okay, I see.
Yeah, so but you could fit in that as well too, perfectly, I think. But have you had any bad experiences in modeling? Not just, the physical thing.
Physical, you mean?
Well, not the physical, like go and have like any troubles too, like anything you didn't like about, like, because you stepped away, you said, from the whole entertainment thing. Was it just because you wanted to focus more on your body, or was there also...
Two things. So first, because I was focusing a lot on my body, and I wanted to go on stage and wanted to be more present in the fitness world, entertainment, I would say. But also, often commercial shoots or drama shoots as well. The bad experience I made are mostly about the payment.
Yeah. And that seems the thing. We don't have to go deep into that, but there's always the payment. And
also that there were some arguments with the CEOs of some companies because of the payment. When they try to put you as an image role, but paying much less.
But then they pay you the image role, it's less than someone else, or then they're like suddenly, hey, can you say this? And now it's not, that means it's not image, it's submodel or whatever.
Right. At some point, we were at the same shooting once. I was very politely telling him there should be no difference, and now I'm doing something else on my job description. Yeah. And he was yelling at me in front of all the people, and I'm a person, I cannot stand that much when I know my opinion is right. It's just because he's the CEO. Yeah. Making fun of me in front of everyone. Oh, that's not good. Okay. So you haven't had a wonderful life, I guess, but there's always the ups and downs. Now I remember there was one question too. I don't really want to, like, you do have a tattoo, right? Has that caused you any problems, even in the fitness world or the acting world or the modeling world? Also, I was even thinking about that. This tattoo, it's here. It's also colorful, and I would say, yes, definitely. I have many problems with that. Especially, I was asked for many underwear shoots, which I really love to do. But most brands said to me, okay, no. Yeah. We could cover it, but why choosing you if there is another girl without any tattoos? Right. That's, again, the market, like so many models out there. Yeah. So I got rejected a lot because of this tattoo. Okay. And especially in TV, it's complicated because I have to tape it and cover it. So... sometimes they could cover it with makeup, or they just get like a skin-colored bandage that they put on it. And that looks ugly. Yeah. But, yes. Do you love your tattoo? I mean, I cannot get rid of it anymore. So I love it. And that's what I also don't really like about modeling. That it's something individual, something for yourself. Right?
Yeah. I mean, I kind of understand what you're going through, because like earlier this week I hit my head and I did lose 2 jobs because one of them, I had it was the next day, so I had to cancel. But then there was also one yesterday, and I tried to cover this up with makeup, but it just I'm not good at makeup, but I sent like a sample, like, hey, I could cover it up. And it unfortunately said, oh, no, there's going to be some close-ups on your face. Yes. So we can't, it's like, even though it's covered up, like it's still like the wound kind of like it's, the texture looks wrong. So we'd rather go with another model.
It's just sometimes weird because I also say, I can cover it. It's super easy. You don't even have to take care of it. Yeah. But once I was at the shooting, the main model, the female, like, she did a great job. Okay. But her face, she had really many, really pimples.
Like acne, really, like scarring, even. Yeah, really
bad. But when I saw the result, the video in the end, it was flawless.
Yeah, well, that's Photoshop, yeah.
They can edit. That's so
Well, yeah, it's just the more elements that are included. It's easy just to, I guess, run someone's face through a filter, but I get maybe to Photoshop a tattoo, you have to get another person that's more specialized in that style. But I mean, I have a beard too. This is a plus and a minus because there's role like I might get a job because they want someone with a beard. And, they could get a cleanly shaved person and just put a simple beard on them, and it looks very natural. But then they want to save some money, so they just get the guy with the beard. But then there's also shoots like going, "Oh, we need you to shave your beard."
Yes.
At the end of September, I got chosen for a Charles Darwin, but they needed me to completely shave my head and completely shave my face. And thankfully, this was right around the holidays, so the work wasn't going to be busy afterwards, so I allowed it. But yeah, this is still, I wish could be longer because now I have to do Santa Claus stuff.
Right.
But I haven't really I'm like, oh, please, I'm pulling on every hair because I have specialized roles. Yeah, but again, I think I don't know if this is a plus or a minus.
I would say, like my opinion, I think for you it's a plus.
Okay.
I mean, I see you in so many roles. Sometimes I'm so surprised. Oh, yeah, it's so cool that you see her in this video. Because you have such a special type.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for saying I have a special type. It's I try my best, and but I have an energy too that I stick out. There was one time there was a music video, and the agent that did all the hiring wasn't there, and it was only the original casting was supposed to be 6 hours, but then we were at 8 hours, and we were like, what the hell? And he wasn't replying, like going, hey, you said this was only 6 hours. There's no overtime included. Yes. And I walked out. I just like right when it was like dinner time, I just decided to leave because I've already that time it was like 9 hours, and some other people left, but because I'm so noticeable, they realized that the actors had walked off the stage.
Okay.
So it's all that, and I mean it's a curse because you're like I might be selected, but and in the editing too, I'll always be in the final like filming the result, but I'm also like I'm seen too much. Well, there's other people that don't get seen as much as me, making the same amount of money.
I see.
So I hate that. Yeah. Is there anything you would like to ask me? I'm the wise chef.
So, about the acting thing.
Yeah.
So, you said you're here for already 16 years.
Yeah, so I did, 10 years was like as an English teacher, and then I switched over in 2017.
Yeah, I wanted to know, how was it for you, actually? How did you, was it your interest, or did you...
I've always been interested in performing. So, my major is, in script writing and performance, too. So, I always wanted to, stand out. I wanted to feel special.
Yeah.
I didn't really have... After I graduated, I didn't really have anything to do. And then I was just doing, jobs to pay my student loan, and then I ended up coming to Korea just to get the money so I could finish that. Mm-hmm. But my heart has always been in performing. And then, sorry, people. And then, I started again, I always wanted to get into the field, and no one really wanted to share because it's very competitive and people don't share information.
Right.
Because the actor is always if I give you this one connection, this one person you can network with, then they might not network with me later, so that's less money I'll have. But before COVID, the money was much better, but now COVID caused a lot of problems. So there wasn't a lot of work, so people were taking So a lot of the agents started offering less money because people were competing more.
Yeah.
And then also there were students that were here and didn't want to go back. So then they ended up staying. So now there's more competition.
Right.
And now it's even like a lot. So that competition's still, the foreigners are being abused still because there's so many of us.
Yeah, yeah. I see that definitely.
Yeah.
I think that changed also when I was here as a student.
Yeah.
Some years later. It was before COVID, so
Yeah.
when I came back, I was kind of surprised.
Yeah. So yeah, like an example, there was one movie, Korean movie, and it was about like arm wrestling, and I was an extra on that, and I think that was about 15 hours inside Seoul, and I got like paid 400.
Okay.
And now what the offers you see 15 hours, you're seeing like $150. So that's gone down like almost like 280%.
Yeah. My things.
Yeah. So it's much worse too because the competition's much.
I see that. But I wanted to know, because you said you want to lose some weight.
Yeah.
If you have, what is your ideal image you want to look like?
So right now, like I asked you earlier about like what kind of character. So as what I picture people when I'm pitched for things like kind of the goofy uncle, but I want more of a business kind of look, a cleaner look. So my beard much shorter, my hair clean, and like suits and all that stuff. Because at least for like to show my acting talent much better, I would like when I would see all the dramas, it's always like a foreign executive or a foreign CEO or a government officer.
Yes.
Those are a lot of the speaking roles that I see cast, and I never get those because I'm kind of chubby and kind of scruffy and dirty or whatever.
Yeah.
So I want to do that. I want like more serious.
Is this also how you privately feel like?
Yeah. Well, I do like I do comedy, but they don't like it's Korean. It doesn't seem like they write comedy for like a comedic foreign role. Yeah, they have a very narrow view of what foreign stereotypes are. So it's either soldier, or foreign soldier, foreign executive, or foreign father too.
Yes.
And I never got even the father roles, even though I look like a father.
And the father could be anyone.
Yeah, right. And I even saw like there was someone got a job. There was a drama, and this couple was in America, and they went to an electronics store to buy a phone, and they hired this 188 centimeter tall, slender European person to be the person that worked in the electronics store that sold the phone. I'm like going, I look like every person in the electronics store that sells the phone. They don't have models behind. They don't have like sexy models behind the desks in like a Best Buy electronics store selling phones. They have dorky like guys like me.
I got you. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so there's some frustration. So right now I'm going into 2024. I want to change my image, the how people see me a little bit, just like you too. So hopefully that we can shatter some barriers and some expectations.
Be so cool. I mean, even because of acting and modeling,
Yeah.
and you have to fit in always some kind of shape, but it's nice that you still have a control what you want to do.
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
Well, we're at 50 minutes. Is there anything you would like to plug, like your social media, to let anyone know about that?
My social media, I'm active on Instagram.
Yeah.
And I just started this year with my fitness account, so it would be great.
Okay, please tell everyone.
So my fitness account is called Choco Abs, so Choco _ Abs _
Abs, yeah.
And I love chocolate, so it makes sense, right? So please follow me there. It would be great. I'm also, I started a YouTube channel with the same name. So if you are interested in healthy lifestyle and bodybuilding content in South Korea. Just
so check her out on her her Instagram and her YouTube. That's Choco Apps, everyone. If you're interested in getting healthy and staying fit, as well, you could always follow me on my social media. Everything is Comedy Jeffy. So that's Comedy Geoffy. Okay. And thank you very much for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, and we'll see you guys on the next episode. Bye bye for now.